Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Daniel Wargo and this is the final video in a 5-part video series that I've been releasing called Anyone Can Learn to Sing. In this series, I've been sharing the exact method that I use to teach voice lessons and master classes, and I do that by breaking down my method into 4 categories that I call 4 pillars of singing, and this video is on the 4th and final pillar of singing, which is musicianship. So let's do this. Musicianship is a broad term that I use to describe anything that isn't vocal technique. If you've seen the earlier videos in this series on breath and support, placement and vowels, those are all videos that are based in vocal technique. Basically, we need to learn all the boring stuff in order to make our voices sound good. And just because those things might be a little bit boring doesn't mean that they're not important. We can all agree on that, right? Okay, good. There are tons of different aspects to musicianship, and a lot of them revolve around knowing music theory. However, for this video, I'm going to help you figure this out without knowing any music theory. If you're interested in learning some beginning music theory, you can find great resources on YouTube or all over the internet to help you out with that. And if you're interested in becoming a singer actually, I really do highly recommend that you do that. But for the purposes of this video today, you won't need to know any music theory. The other videos focus on exercises that you can practice to improve your vocal technique. But musicianship doesn't take as much focus on practicing exercises as it does on how you approach a song and how you actually sing a song. Yes, a real song with real words. When we're approaching a song, it's important that we do some thinking about our song before we actually sing it. We have to be detectives of the song and look for clues that are already within it. Sherlock Holmes impression right here. I'm not gonna do one. Watson. There are a few types of clues that we can look for specifically when learning a new song. And luckily for us, almost any song that we're interested in singing, there will be some kind of recording of it that we can find online. And that's where I would start. I would find a recording of the song, and then just like any good detective would, I would start to ask some questions. And first of all, I would make those questions pretty broad and general, and then I would get a little bit more specific. So the types of questions that I would usually start with are, is this song fast or slow? Does this song feel happy or sad? Is this song soft or loud or a mixture of both? And there might be more than one answer to these questions, but these initial clues that you gather will tell you a lot about the song and probably how you should go about singing it. Knowing whether a song is fast or slow refers to the tempo and helps us to know how much breath we're gonna need and how much energy we should have when singing it. Knowing whether a song is happy or sad refers to how the song feels emotionally. And I'm not referring directly to the lyrics here because I will talk about that in a minute. But we start to pick apart these pieces, and these pieces give us knowledge, and that knowledge helps us sing with higher and higher levels of musicianship. The next thing I would do is listen for dynamics. Dynamics is a musical word that's used to describe how soft or loud something is in music. So what I would do is I would listen to the singer on the recording intently, and I would notate the spots where the singer is singing softly, is singing a little bit louder, or is singing at the top of their voice. And I would literally notate this on a piece of paper with the lyrics on it or on the actual sheet music. And an easy non-musical way to do this and determine this is just label volume on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being super soft and 10 being super loud, and just literally write the number that you think the singer is singing at any given point during the song. And this may change a lot. And look, there's no right or wrong answer here. It's up to your determination, and it's just going to help your brain. You might even notice that a singer may get louder or softer on the exact same note. And so I want to do a little exercise because that might be kind of a foreign concept to some of you. So we're just going to sing one note just on an ah, like we've done a lot in this series, and we're gonna go from soft, from like a 3 out of 10 to a 7 out of 10 on the same note. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our breath and go ah, soft to loud. Let's try that together. Ready? Breath. Ah. Nice. Yeah. Now let's reverse it. This is going to be kind of difficult. It's sometimes harder to go from loud to soft, but we're going to go from a 7 to a 3 on the same note now. Here we go. Oh. Great. Kind of, sort of, makes sense. You can literally practice this with any version of numbers, letters, vowels, sounds, songs, and just get used to your voice singing at different volumes. The last thing I would do is take a look at the lyrics and I would begin to ask questions again. What are these lyrics saying? What is the singer trying to achieve by singing this song? Who is the singer talking to, if anyone? And then I would take those questions and I would turn them a little bit more inward. How do I feel when I hear the lyrics of this song? Is there a particular word or phrase that really connects with me? This is going to up your personal connection to this song, which is going to inform your musicianship. Now, singing is technical. Yes, there's no denying that. But it's also deeply personal and emotional. And the ways that you connect with any song, whether it's by a word or a line or a melody or whatever, those things are important to note because they're going to determine how you are musical within any song. And now that we've done that work, we can get to actually singing the song. You will come to your song not only knowing all the technical aspects that you need to work on, but also you'll have your own interpretation of the song that will be different from everyone else's. No one has your voice or your mind, and so when you come to any song, your version is going to be different than anyone else's right off the bat. I've talked a lot in this series about the different elements of singing, and I know that this information can be a bit overwhelming. I myself have been totally overwhelmed by singing in my lifetime. I have felt at times like my voice would never be perfect, and like I would always find some new problem that was wrong with me. And yeah, maybe that's true, but it's not helpful to dwell on that. Singing is an expression of your inner self. It literally comes from inside of you. It's deeply personal and vulnerable, and at the end of the day, it's supposed to be fun. So I would encourage you, sing. Use this information while you sing, and also forget it all and have fun. Use it and lose it. Otherwise, what's the point? There's a ton more I could talk about here. I could probably go on for days, but I think this is really the basis of starting to sing with musicianship. The more you take all of this information and practice what we have talked about in this series, the easier everything will become in singing. I don't know about your life, but maybe. If you've made it this far in the series, I really just want to take a moment and say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I've learned a lot while making this, and I've had a ton of fun doing it. And I made it because I honestly believe that anyone can sing. And not only that, I think everyone should sing. So I hope you use the tools in this video to your advantage. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know down below. I will answer every one of them. And yeah, if you like the series, please give it a thumbs up. I've got new content coming out every Tuesday and Saturday. So if you're interested in that, I've got a couple fun voice things coming up. So make sure and subscribe. But as far as this series goes, it's done. You've got all the information now. So I think it's time to get singing. What are you waiting for?